Cross your edge, baby, MIA. Hit my line when you in my state. Want some love, this day or day. Stay the same, no change lanes.
What is up, y'all? It is your subjectively favorite producer, Wow Eli, back with another video. Man, it has been a hot minute, bro. We're in a whole new year, in the second month. Bro, a lot has gone on since the last time I made one of these videos. So I'm back doing another beat breakdown for a song I made with Jude. This one is Happy Ever After. This one is a banger. Before I get into this though, I need to let y'all know, I got some news, some announcements for y'all. If you haven't seen them on socials or whatever. First big announcement is I am dropping my own music again under a new name. So I have my producing stuff. When I make beats for other people, it's still under Wow Eli, but I'm dropping my own music, my own songs under the name Elijah Valentine, which is my real name. So I'm gonna put some links in the description. I dropped my first song on Valentine's Day, and I'm dropping a new song every week. So we got a new song next week, the week after that, the week after that. So if y'all support me and you want to check out my music, go look at the link in the description. It's there. Go tell me what you think. I'm also gonna have some music videos coming soon, so peep that. My second big announcement is we got new merch, and I'm not just talking like a t-shirt with my name on it or a hoodie with my name on it. I'm talking a full clothing line. We got 3 different t-shirt designs. We got shorts, we got hoodies, we got sweatpants, we got socks, bro. We got everything going. And this weekend we're doing a flash sale. It's a secret, don't tell anybody. But yeah, so new merch, and it's super fire. My friend helped me design it all. It's a collab between his brand and mine. So I'm gonna put the website down in the description and here on the screen. So go there, look at the clothes. If you have the money to support, cop something, show some love. So yeah, those are the 2 big announcements. We got a new name with new music and new merch. So don't sleep, go check that out. But anyways, we're back here with another beat breakdown for Happy Ever After by Jude. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, you know what I'm saying? As always, we start with the melody. We got another fire guitar loop from this dude named Sebastian. And here's what the guitar sounds like.
Wow, Eli, can you be a little more serious?
Yeah, so there's the guitar. It sounds good already. All I gotta do is add some drums to really complement it, you know what I'm saying? So I will say, last time I did a beat breakdown, it was for Who Am I, and I was emphasizing how simple the beat was and that I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just trying to complement the guitar melody and give Jude room to do his thing on it. And it's really a similar thing here. I didn't do anything super complicated or whatever. I just, did simple things to complement the guitar melody. And the only difference is that these drums that I added have more of a pop feel to them. It's okay, so normally the snare or a clap in hip hop is on the 3, but to make it more pop sounding, I put the clap on a 2 and a 4. So normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But with this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that helps it give it a little more bounce and give it that pop feel. But enough terminology, talking all that stuff. So we got the melody. First thing I did was add 2-step hi-hat. Easy. Simple, super simple. In addition to the 2-step hi-hat, I also added another hi-hat pattern. The second hi-hat I added hits right before the clap, so it gives it a little bounce before the clap comes in. Let me show you what that sounds like. And here's what it sounds like with the other 2-step hi-hat. So you can hear it just a little bit. It's so after the hi-hats, I added a clap and a snare. I actually layered a clap and snare together. So I'm gonna show you what they sound like individually and then what they sound like layered. Once they're layered, it's kind of like a tough, gritty, quick sounding snare type thing. So here's what the hi-hats and the clap and snare sound like all together. So with those drums, I got the bounce going for the beat. So you can hear with that second hi-hat hitting right before the clap, it just gives it that little bounce going. I don't know how to describe it. And then you probably heard at the end, I put a double clap in there. Let me show you. Having a double clap at the end of the 4 bars is something I like to do a lot. I try to not do it too much so that it's not always there, but I often like to add those in. I don't know, I just like how it sounds, and I like how it ends the 4 bars before the next 4 bars come in. Especially if it's like right before the beat drops, it goes hard in my opinion. So after we got the bounce going with the hi-hats and the claps and stuff, I put a kick in there. Let me show you what that sounds like. So I chose like a short punchy kick, especially, I mean, in general, I like punchier kicks that come through the mix better, but especially with like pop sounding stuff, I'm just not a big fan of like soft, muddy kicks. It's not really my thing. But you can see with this pattern, let me pull it up. Each measure, I just have 2 kicks hitting, boom, 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 boom. And I did that 3 times, and on the last measure, I go boom, boom, boom. Let me show you. So just reiterating how simple it is, the kick pattern is basically the same, and then on the last pattern I added that 1 more kick. So nothing crazy, I'm just keeping the rhythm going, keeping it catchy, easy to remember, easy to listen to. So this is what the beat sounds like with the kick, hi-hats, and the clap and snare, and the guitar melody. Dope. So we got a good bass line for the drums, and I have the melody stems how I want them. So now I'm going to add the 808s, and I'm going to add a synth bass for the pre-hook so that when the drop comes in, it'll start with a synth bass and then it'll drop and there will be 808. So let me show you what I did for the synth bass. So the sample is telling me that the key is in D minor. So knowing that the key is in D minor tells me what notes I can use. So then I come into the piano roll, and since it's in D minor, I started the first note on D. And then from there, it's just a pretty simple progression. I go from D to C to F to B flat or A sharp, whatever you want to call it. And the first time it goes to A sharp, it's up high. And then it goes back to D, C, F, and then it goes back to A sharp, but it's an octave lower. So I think I did that in the Who Am I beat, and I talked about how I used the same notes, but in one instance it was higher, in one instance it was lower. So just a good way to keep it simple, but a little bit of variety. So let me show you what the synth bass sounds like. And I really like this synth bass because it has a lot of distortion on it, so it gives it a bigger presence. And it's not just a sub bass. Like with all the distortion, it just, I don't know, it just adds to it. I felt like it fit the vibe of the gritty guitar going because the guitar has some distortion too. So yeah, that's the synth bass. Let me show you what that sounds like with the guitar melody. So this is what I would call the pre-hook. It's like the build up before the beat drops. I know you heard that little 808 in there. So once we got the synth bass and I knew it's going to transition to the 808s, I added some transition sounds. You'll see me do this in basically every beat. I have a reverse cymbal right here, and I have a riser from my drum kit, and then I have this whoosh sound, which is also from my drum kit. So let me show you what those transition sounds sound like. So those are sounds that I use in pretty much every beat. Definitely the riser and the whoosh sound from my drum kit. I just it helps the transitions from each section of the beat sound so much cleaner, and just the little ear candy things that take a beat up in quality. So now let me show you the 808s. What I did is I just took the notes from the synth bass pattern, pasted them into their own 808 pattern, and I just matched them to whenever the kick is hitting. So with the kick pattern, I had boom, 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 boom. So I did the same thing with the 808s. You'll hear it's boom, 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 boom. So here's the pattern. As you can see, it's the exact same notes. A sharp up here, same notes, A sharp down here. So let me show you what it sounds like. So yeah, really simple. I'm known for my crazy 808s, but with stuff like this, just keep it as simple as possible. And so all I did with the 808 is I added some distortion on it. I have this Fruity Blood Overdrive plugin, which is stock FL plugin. I throw this on like literally all of my 808s, probably 99% of the time. And I just boost it up a little bit. And then to match the rest of the beat, because the guitar has some distortion and my synth bass has distortion, I wanted this 808 to have distortion too, so that it's easier to hear, it fits the vibe. It also makes it like easier to hear on phone speakers and stuff. So I also added a Fruity Fastest plugin to just add a little bit. Let me show you what the 808 sounds like without my distortion and then with. So as you can see, the distortion adds a lot of oomph to it, makes it more present in the beat. So yeah, those are all the parts of the beat. It's really simple. I just have some hi-hats, the clap and the snare, a kick, 808, synth bass, and transition sounds. And so then once I got all those, it was just up to arranging it. So let me show you what it sounds like, the transition from the pre-hook with the synth bass into the drop with the 808s. So something I'll talk about when it comes to arranging, as you can see, I have 3 different stems for the guitar files, and in this section with the synth bass and the hi-hat, what I call the pre-hook, I have all 3 stems going. So when I have a pre-hook before the beat drops, I like to have the most instruments possible in my melody. I want everything to be there. And then when the drop comes in with the 808s, this section right here, I only have 2 of the stems playing. I have the third one muted. As you can see, it's grayed out here. So usually what I do, and what's cool to do a lot of times, is, like I said in the pre-hook, have all of your instruments going, the full melody going, but then when the beat drops, take out 1 or 2 of the instruments and only have, like, don't have the full melody playing when it drops. It's a good formula to use. Have all the instruments in the pre-hook, and then when it drops, take some of them out. And then after 4 or 8 bars, you can bring some of the instruments back in. That's basically everything. The kits that I used to get these sounds were an Internet Money kit. I think I mentioned it before. It's Rio something. So it's a Rio Leva 20K drum kit. That's where I got my clap, snare, and hi-hats. And then for the second hi-hat and the 808 and transition sounds, I got them from my drum kit, and I'll put the link in the description for that. So yeah, that is the Happy Ever After beat with Wow Eli and Jude Barclay. I'll put the link in the description to go check it out. Music video, Spotify, all that. And before I end the video, I'm going to just re-announce to you guys, go check out the new merch. It's super fire. I think y'all will like it. Go check out the website and go check out my new song. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. I'm gonna be uploading the music video sometime soon, and be looking out for the new songs I'm gonna drop. I love y'all, every one of y'all that keeps up with my videos, even though I barely post. You know, I'm trying to be more active. I'm just getting busy with all this merch and new artist stuff and all that. So, but I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any other songs you want me to break down, leave them in the comments. And if you have any questions that I missed in this video, or like details about beat making that you want me to go into, put it in the comments and I'll be sure to either answer it or add it to the next beat breakdown that I do. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Peace.